Oh, it is cold. Oh, what are we doing with ourselves? Yeah, fill it with smoke. Yep, it's going great. So smoky in here. I hurry up and go to open the door and cut my finger on a screw. Oh man, this is dangerously close to the freaking roof now. This is what camping nightmares are about. Oh man, it keeps getting better and better. This is gonna be dangerous. 20 degrees. Well, the rice looks like it turned into applesauce. Ooh, this is just a disaster. Do-da day. Well, howdy doody guys, how's everybody doing? Thanks for tuning in to another episode of Wow, are we gonna be popsicles? It's about 30 degrees right now. It's supposed to be about a low of 21. And this has been the coldest day of the year so far. And the goofy thing is, it's only supposed to be like this for 2-3 days, and then back to 70s. This weather doesn't know what the heck it wants to do. But anyway, we're gonna head out to the shack, try to have a good time. The foliage is definitely falling to the ground. Anyway, I wanted to get out, check on the shack, and this being one of the coldest temperatures so far of the year, let's go test its shack and see how it does. It should do just fine, but we are gonna have to keep the stove going all through the night, and we haven't had to do that yet coming out here. So anyway, let's beat feet down the shack, see what we can make happen, Jack. Yeah. Here we are, still here. Knock, knock. Hello. One thing I love about the cold, it eliminates the weak. As you can hear, cars, planes, trains, and automobiles. This is an urban location. I don't know why I keep telling you guys that. It is what it is. But let's take a peek in the shack, shall we? Bum bum bum. Here she is in all her glory. Got our stove, our bed, our windows. We still didn't do anything for these windows just yet, but I'm thinking we're gonna try to get this window and this window taken care of. We installed these windows last time. Most of you know that, and if you don't know, check them out. Some nice slider little window action there. If you haven't seen that video, go back and look at it. It should hold the heat in just enough. I mean, it is windy, as you can tell through the shadows of the windows maybe. Wee bit breezy out there. Well, last time we used up quite a bit of our firewood, so we're definitely gonna have to stock up on some more firewood, but it's gonna be easy. Why? Because I brought the electric chainsaw that they sent me. Why did they allow me to have that? They're making me lazy, but whatever. If ladies can go out into the woods in bikinis and get millions of views, then I guess I could slack with the chainsaw and get no views. Where's this world coming to? What do we care about views? We don't. I don't know. Maybe we do. Shut up, brain. Anyway, let's get this thing dialed up, get some firewood in here, hang out and have a good old time. Well, this window is gonna be definitely the wonkiest because it is so catty-wampus. That one's gonna be a bit of a struggle. But we need to fold down the tarp like we did last time, cut it around this so we can eliminate this for breeze factor. Alright, well this is kind of what we had for windows. And to be honest, I have to double check and make sure I brought that razor blade, but I know I didn't bring extra razor blades, even if I have the razor blade. But I do have the chainsaw, like I said, I thought would make this easier. We'll see. If you can't tell, this is made out of a tub. Oop. And the idea is to put the wood like we did there, and this bad boy here. Get the idea? And this one probably would be little bit better with the chainsaw since it's a bit thicker. I don't know. We're gonna see what happens, but one thing for sure, we do need to get firewood and stuff going. Procrastination and hesitation, my biggest downfalls. And just like that, I knew I forgot something. I forgot the screws I needed to be able to drill in this next piece. I could have done it with my hand screwdriver, but I forgot the screws. I have nails, but the nails ain't that great to be beating in on this stuff. And I didn't even bring anything. I didn't even bring my hatchet to bang a man. Well, we'll freeze. No, all I gotta do is roll this down, but dang it. It's always something. I always forget something. My mind's always so scatterbrained. I'm like, oh, hurry up, go to nowhere. Well, like I said, I brought it, we got it, so I'm gonna use it. Let's go chop some wood. It'll warm us not twice because we're being lazy. This does make life easy. Using this just kind of feels wrong. It really does. Well, I'm wondering if I drop this one off the top of here. Ooh, it's getting cold. If I could drop it without poking a hole in this thing. Well, this time our little solar light panel has been facing straight up the whole time and not knocked over. So maybe this time we'll actually have some little solar power today. Really doesn't like the bigger ones too much, but it does it. And we still got power, so I'm gonna keep using it. Some nice harder wood too to burn through the night. I tell you what, that saw took about an hour and a half worth of work down to 30 minutes. We'll take it. Is this light gonna work and actually stay on? Hopefully, even if we put it on low. Hopefully that'll stay on. Alright, now we gotta get this stove cleaned out. What a mess. I do like the fact that we can fit way bigger logs in this one. Like I always say, for those of you who are just tuning in and never seen this shack before, this used to be the old stove. And we can only get like logs maybe from about 12 inches by not very much. And it's just a goofy little, like a tea dispenser thing that I made that I found in the trash can. Recycle, reuse, repurpose. This thing has seen better days, but this one did have a damper. And this one does not have a damper. And we're still getting this, trying to learn how to do this. I got this thing jam-packed. But this time I'm gonna try to leave the back vent open and then the bottom like waste ash type thing open, and before we light it. But we still got about an hour of daylight, and I like to wait a little bit till it's darker, as this is an urban location. Try not to draw too much attention to ourselves. 30 degrees now, the temperature is dropping and the wind is still popping. We got to take this screen down and try to get this dialed down a little bit. There is quite the breeze coming through here now. And I bet you once I shut this door, it'll come whipping through here. So we got to kind of figure it out. It's kind of bouncing through this window and that other one here. As you can see it flapping in the wind. Woo! Hold on to your britches, mate. There's a squall upon. I don't know if you've ever seen that commercial. If you get it, you get it. If not, too bad. Come on. It's always got to get harder. Why can't it ever just get easier? Well, definitely not the prettiest thing, but we did have some leftover HVAC tape, so we kind of buttoned her up. We do have leftover pads and stuff too. So next time, since we got windows and stuff cut in, I'm gonna start filling in around these windows with those pads to help insulate it a little more. Because the whole reason we had to cut these windows in, if you don't know, I built this last winter and it got like kind of moldy something in here. I didn't have no airflow in here. I didn't think of that, all right? My bad. But we're trying to get it dialed in now, and hey, it's always going to be a work in progress. But we're getting it worked out. We got a nice little shack to hang out in the weeds. Well, we still never hunkered this thing down quite yet, but we do need to make sure these leaves out of here, because I almost caught the last shack on fire like that. And it looks like there's a bunch of crap up here. Can't really, I guess it's kind of clear there. I thought that was kind of clogged, because we kind of haven't been having trouble getting it starting right off the bat, but see what happens. Starting to get a little bit of a runny nose. It's chilly, and I was debating on having a fire outside of here tonight like we normally do over here, but with it being breezy from time to time and all this dead foliage, I don't think that's a good idea. So it's almost dark. A little bit longer, fire up the stove, drop down to 28. It's going down fast. Well, I'm getting chilly, and we got some Bob's Your Grandma Yap Yowies. Some Vaseline cotton balls here. I can't even feel my fingertips. Trying to peel this thing apart, it's not working. It's too lubed up. Ugh. Fluffernuffalophagus. There we go. Oh, gotta get some of that cotton exposed. Try again. There we go. Oh my gosh, that feels nice. We can still definitely see our breath in here, but hopefully it should warm up quickly. Smoky Smokerton. Oh boy. Ugh. Well, we're starting to get her dialed in. Darkness is completely upon us. That thing is just still smoking like crazy. I think they're getting some like creosote coming down these pipes. So next burn, or before next burn, I think we're gonna have to take these pipes off, give them a good old clean, and see what happens. Because this pipe doesn't, the way it stacks, doesn't completely funnel itself like the creosote is supposed to burn itself up. A lot of manufacturers do that, where it like comes outside of the pipe. For dinner, we have got some pinto beans, rice, and a taco seasoning packet. I seen some kid farting through Texas. I forgot what his channel was, and almost every single one of his meals was just beans and rice and a taco packet. And I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to do that kind of thing. But he would just eat the beans and the rice. I'm gonna add a little cheese, put it on a tortilla, a little bit of salsa, make some like little bean burritos or something. I don't know if it's gonna work, but we're gonna try. I think the big question is, am I gonna be able to get any of that seasoning in there with it? Half the seasoning is still in the bag, but I don't know if I should just throw the whole thing in there and take it to Pound Town or what. That's a lot of beans. Whatever. There we go, that's some more seasoning. Whatever. Well, that's only about a half a thing of rice and beans and seasoning, but that thing's gonna fill up. once they expand. I think I should kind of let them soak for a little bit, because I think those beans are supposed to pre-soak, but we'll see. Well, I guess we're gonna find out how this plays out. We'll learn together. Oh, here goes nothing. Well, I'm thinking I should have brought a bigger pot. A good thing we do have a pan. I think we might try to swap it into the pan, because it's filling up pretty quick. I think they need to be able to swell more. I think that thing's just too small, so we might have to dump that into that. Always something. That's what happens when you wing it. Let's get some tea going too, eh? Bam! Well, I took my pliers and I bent the bottom of this out. That's not going to be good if a coal comes rolling out of there, as long as we keep this area clean. But it seems to be working way better. It's like getting way more airflow. It's burning so low and slow. It's just like not enough flow. But hopefully that helps. I mean, I'm definitely seeing some smoke still come through here, but it's burning way better. I mean, I'll take the risk with it doing that, because it's burning a lot more hotter and everything in here. Because I was gonna say it's gonna be a miserable night. I don't know why it's taking. Oh, it's not liking that. What the heck is we got going on here? Uh-oh. Yep, we're gonna die. Guess we better open the door. Yep, bunch of problems now. Why did I do that? Well, it is getting hard to maintain in here. Oh my god, why is it just doing that? This thing needs more water. Ugh, it is so terrible. Bad idea. Help! Well, this is just a disaster. Well, I think I messed up, because these beans aren't doing nothing. They're starting to swell up a little bit. I don't know if I need to just add more water, but they're definitely still kind of crunchy. I messed up, and then on top of that, I had way too much. This is extremely a lot. The more water I add to it, the less flavor it gets from the seasoning packet too. And I can't get the stove going in. Always something gotta go wrong on one of these episodes. Every single time. But embrace the suck. Man, if this keeps going like this, it's gonna be an absolutely terrible night. Well, the rice looks like it turned into applesauce. I constantly keep stirring it though, so it doesn't stick to the bottom. The beans are still hard. Biscuits. I'll tell you what, dinner is an absolute disaster. It is not going nearly as planned as what I thought it was going to do. As always, I guess. I got a little bit of honey here. At least if dinner is a complete fail, then we'll have some honey milk thistle tea for dinner. The beans are still hard. The rice turned into mashed or applesauce, mashed potatoes, whatever. It's real soupy. We'll just see what happens. I'm just gonna keep stirring it, letting it get thicker and thicker. I don't want to keep adding water to it. Whatever. At least I didn't mess the tea up. Man, it's like every time I stock this thing, it just becomes pure chaos in here. It starts smoking all crazy. I have to open the door. I lose all the heat that I just accumulated. I think most of you guys are right. I need to make this stack a lot longer. I think I said that earlier. Not working. I don't know. We used it 2 times so far, and this time on the coldest night, go figure, we're just struggling. We are struggling to get her going. And the smoke wants to keep coming out of the pipe back here. Ah, biscuits. Well, maybe if I leave the lid off it. I don't know what I'm doing. Seriously, I feel stumped on this. I didn't think it'd be that hard. I make beans with soup and stuff, but I never really tried to do it from scratch with a bean burrito. But this milk thistle tea and some honey is nice. We'll just see what happens. We've been It's been almost 2.5 hours trying to make this stupid little taco. Yeah. Cheers. They're coming for us because we murdered the dinner. Or you know what? I wonder if it's because this is so smoky. Wouldn't that just be our luck? That would suck. But that's the way things are shaping up. Hopefully not. I should probably go outside and take a peek, see if I can see any lights. Can't see anything through the window. But it sounded like they stopped just down yonder. Man, it's pure chaos every time I open this door. It starts smoking out the back like crazy. Starts ripping out the front. Ugh. Still fighting dinner. Come on. Tell you what, this is not going good. Not going good at all. Ugh. This is crazy. It was never this bad the past 2 times. Well, hopefully we make it till morning. Yeah. What a beautiful disaster. Yep, it's going great. Well, honestly, I might be better off just making a cheese quesadilla with some salsa. Cause these, I don't know. This is a complete fail on this. We're almost going on 4 hours of trying to get this to work. Oh, sorry I'm boring you with bean footage. Roll that beautiful bean footage. But it ain't beautiful. It's just not doing nothing. The beans are just staying hard. You could shoot them through a slingshot and kill a robin. Yeah, I'm only gonna dilly-dally with it for a little bit. We're fighting that, the stove, the cold. Good times. Yeah. Hey, but it's nice to get out there and struggle. We get so wrapped up in all the amenities and everything's through life. The easy things is because I brought the freaking chainsaw. That's what it is. I brought that little mini chainsaw and made things too easy. Now we're struggling with this. Well, I'm just going to go ahead and call it. I don't think it's going to get any better than this. That's crazy. And I added so much water that it's kind of bland. I can honestly say I think this is one of the, well, it's probably not the first fail that I remember, but it's edible, but that does not taste that great. I forgot my shenanigan seasoning. I could have spiffied it up a little bit with that, but some cheese and salsa on there, and we'll call that a shingle. Please save the flavor. Please save the flavor. Please save the flavor. And for the salsa, I'm just gonna bite the corner off. That way, we're able to squeeze it up on there. The wind's picking back up. I was almost tempted to, oh, little bugs are coming alive. Try to start a fire out there. So I don't know why it's having such a struggle with this thing today. Anyway, bon appetit. With the tortilla, cheese, and salsa, it really ain't too terrible, but the beans, like, chewing on rocks. Aren't you glad you stuck around for this video? Anyway, Pound Town, I'll bring you back around when we're burning this thing down. The other thing, that has just made way too much. I did not know my bean to rice ratio there. That kind of sucks, but I need that pan for breakfast, because breakfast, we shouldn't be able to mess that one up. This was kind of just a learning curve. We learned that it's a curve. I think there's somebody coming out here. Either that or they're going down the train tracks. I don't know if you guys could hear them. They were just yelling. I said, come on, dude. Trying to hide the light behind this door. Well, I don't think anybody's out here flirting around. I think they were walking down the train tracks. Got the night lap set up. I'm debating on leaving this out here. 23 degrees. I know it's obviously warmer in here once we shut the door, but it's still chilly once you leave the freaking stove. Whoa. I don't know why I'm being quiet now. Shh, they're gonna find us. Oh. Anyway, I think we're gonna batten down the hatches, get our bed made up, and this mess tidied up. Get ready to sit back and relax and get carbon monoxide poisoning. Dude, come on. Thought I had it going pretty good. Now it's just like wanting to smoke out of that thing. We got that window open. I put a crack in that one. Got this one open. And I'm thinking we're gonna have to keep these wide open. We can't be having that. I brought the thermometer in here. 39 degrees in here. And slight chance of death. So Smokey in here, I hurry up and go to open the door and cut my finger on a screw. Ah, that little screw right there. Cut it right on my little cuticle. Right on my little cuticle. Pretty cute, huh? Man, I'll tell you what, we are not staying another night in this thing until we get that figured out. We're gonna chance it tonight because it's cold. It's already late. It's almost freaking midnight. We've been fighting this stove and fought dinner right there. Right on the edge of my thumb. Got all the windows open. I do not want to sleep with this door open. I really do not. This is gonna be a terrible night's sleep, I'll tell you that. If any. All I've been doing is complaining the whole time. I'm like, oh, it's gonna be easy peasy. We brought a chainsaw. Chaos. Nothing but chaos. Ah, good stuff, I guess. Price you pay to play if you survive it. Alright, I'm gonna finish getting my bed going here, and I'm getting tired. I'd like to lay down, but it's just pure nonsense. And on another bright side, the solar lights stayed on the whole time. I really hope we can get this figured out, because this sucks. Oh man, it keeps getting better and better. This is gonna be dangerous. Man, it's just funneling out of there now. This is not good. Of course, just as we get everything laid out, danger, 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 danger. And I really don't want to pack up and leave, but it just keeps pouring out of there. Well, I got a wild idea. The whole reason why we put that thing there, so it would be higher up. I do have some gloves. Do I dare try to pick that up, get that thing off of there, and slam that back down? And hopefully it'll get rid of that. I mean, I might ruin a perfectly good pair of gloves. I don't know, but that's just terrible. I mean, it's below the smoke line down here where we're laying, and we got the windows open. I even got the door cracked. I mean, we could probably deal with it, but do we chance it? I don't know. That is just pouring out of there. It's just gonna keep running onto the stove and be absolutely terrible. What the heck? Are we gonna burn this thing down? I could probably do it. Ah. Oh. Oh, now there's creosote dripping all the way from the top of that. I can see it up there. Ah! But now look, it's coming all the way down from up there too. Oh man. This is dangerously close to the freaking roof now. Oh gosh. Good thing we put this tin on here. What do we do? I think we're just gonna chance it, see what the heck happens. This is what camping nightmares are about. I mean, yeah. Yeah. Now let's get out of this tree without falling down. It's too cold for all these problems. Oh, well, here we go for a game of chance. I'm gonna dry these socks out a little bit, and I'm gonna double them up. It's about 55 degrees in here. We're gonna leave these windows open because, yeah, take what we can get. I did lock it does have a little latch lock on the front door. I almost left it open, but I threw some of the leftover beans out there. I don't want no raccoons climbing in here with me. That's just be the icing on the cake. I am gonna set an alarm through the night to try to keep this thing going. What a humdinger of a time. I know it's user error. I know the pipe needs to be bigger. And I've been burning mostly hardwood, so I don't know why it's really, the creosote's kind of doing its thing. I mean, there is some kind of punky logs that I did toss in there. Is what it is at this point. Anyway, we'll catch you guys in the morning. Good night, sweet dreams. Well guys, good morning. It is 7 a.m. and 45 degrees in here. Still a little heat off the stove. Oh, I did not sleep that great. We were up at like 2:30. We put a big old log in there, and then we haven't been up since. But it's still warm. I could feel it. We couldn't get this thing completely figured out, but at least we woke up. That smoke was just something else, that's for sure. Up and at 'em. Nothing like a fresh batch of smoke in the morning. This kind of sucks because the sun's getting ready to come up. We usually don't like to... I can't stand up, it's too smoky. Usually don't like to keep the stove going there in the morning because the smoke brings too much attention. Yeah, fill it with smoke. And I think this thing gets so clogged that it can't really breathe at the bottom, so it's fighting to like figure out where its air is coming from. This thing definitely needs some lovings. Whew. But you know what? Embracing the suck. Well, surviving the suck too. I mean, this thing is just ripping out of here. What are we doing with ourselves? This is just terrible in here. I can't breathe. You don't say. Hey, we got to test the windows. They work. They help get the smoke out. I almost want to say screw the breakfast, but we'll try to fight through it. I am hungry, but I'm not gonna cook on that stove. I'm not adding no more crap to that stove. Man, this just sucks. I don't know why. Can't get chill out. It just constantly smokes, no matter what. If I bend that back out, even more smoke. Oh, good morning. Well, I'm just leaving the door open, letting it smoke like crazy. It is actually a lot warmer this way because the fire gets piping. Oh, it is cold. Too bad we had to find out on one of the coldest days of the year so far. But you live and you learn. I'm gonna let this try to pipe down, and then we'll be able to at least shut the door. I'm gonna cook on my little propane stove, so I don't have to worry about feeding this thing no more, because it's just rough. If I stand up, I just get smoked out. Can't breathe. 20 degrees. Ooh-wee. I mean, that's sticking out like a sore thumb. The sun hasn't even peaked up just yet. Once that sun peaks up, hopefully, well, obviously it's gonna start to slowly get warmer. I'm really worried about that right now. But if somebody does come out here, I want to be here. I think I'm just slowly packing my gear up, trying to get ready for breakfast. But that thing is kind of giving me a run for my money the whole time. Oh, kind of just want to open that door again, just let that thing blast. I wonder if it's not as smoky if I leave that door open, but it's freaking cold. 20 degrees. Just gotta embrace it. Jazzercise, exercise, and jazzercise, and exercise. Whatever. Open sesame. I think all the smoke's gonna funnel in here instead of not out there, really. Let's see. Probably just pure chaos still. Yep, didn't make a bit of a difference. Look at all the smoke rolling out the door. Sweet. It's a good place to hang some freaking meat and smoke it. Well, let's get some coffee going, shall we? Actually, we do have that one canister of propane under here. Of course, we buried it. It seems like there's a little, but that thing looks like it's a mess. I wonder if it'll even work. I don't know if it's worth trying this, but we're gonna try it. It's working. It's working. Low and slow. We're gonna try to make like a flatbread eggs Benedict. I do already have some hollandaise made up here, so hopefully we don't ruin this like we ruined dinner. I mean, dinner wasn't completely terrible, but could have been better. And our dirty pan from last night, so half it's probably gonna be like bean bread. Flatbread in here. The stove's kind of stopped smoking. It's starting to slow down. It's almost out. That's a plus. Fine. We'll get it figured out. Most people would have quit and left last night with the cold temps and everything, but you know what? I appreciate the suck. I was born to suffer. Been doing it my whole life. Sometimes it's just what you can endure. Are you an endurer or an endurer? Whatever. It's about how much suffering you can handle sometimes. Nice and golden. A good old chunk of ham. Bam! Well, kind of hope my eggs aren't frozen. You should be alright, I think. Now we got all that mess left over. We're gonna throw the hollandaise in there, stir it up, pour it on, pound town. Oh yeah, nice and creamy. Oh yeah, here we go. Woo! Looks like good old mustard gravy. Let's clog all them arteries, baby. Delicious. Well, all he needs a bib. Ah. I am ready for this. I am hungry. Hot diggity dog. Check her out. Looks better than dinner, I think. Oh yeah, I can't beat it with a stick. Anyway guys, we're gonna take this to Pound Town and clean up our dishes and get ready to beat feet. What a wild humdinger of a time. It was a rough night, that's for sure. We stuck it out, we kept fighting. In the morning, we were delightened. Enlightened, whatever, I don't know. I don't even know what words to say half time. Like I said, Pound Town, bring it back around. Well guys, cheers. I know it ain't much, but getting out here and hearing the birds in the morning and all the fresh squeaky car tires and airplanes, everybody's dream. We make do with what we got, and we've been doing it for a long time. Like I said, gotta embrace the suck. That was a rough night, don't get me wrong. I'm probably gonna get sick from it. I was in and out of the freaking shack during the middle of the night with it smoking. Oh man, but hey, we woke up, so that's a plus. At least I think we woke up, and if I didn't, I wouldn't even know it. And this is all just a long dream in the dirt nap world. Whatever. Cheers. You know what I was thinking last night though, laying down? I never had this problem with this stove. And that pipe was not nearly even as high as the other one. But I guess each stove is different. And this one gets real good airflow from the bottom. That thing seems like it fights for air. Hopefully once we put that new... there is two sections to this stove that weren't kind of like flared out. And I guess we're not supposed to be. If you follow the channel, you know what I'm talking about here. But I think we're going to get a flare tool and like flare that out, so we'll be able to add another almost 4 feet to that, and hopefully that'll be worth it, and then maybe it'll just function properly. I don't know. Otherwise I might end up trying to put that pipe back on this stove, and we'll just deal with this little one. Our biggest concern with this little one is everything just kept rusting out because we used crappy piping. But that was a great stove. It kept it warm in there. It was like 109 degrees in there last year. Anyway. Well guys, it's about that time. The curse of the chainsaw. Man, what a rough night. But we survived it. We took a lot of chance there. Most people would have just abandoned camp and took off, but we stuck it out. We fought through it. Yeehaw. I don't know if that's a good idea or a bad idea, but whatever. Memories nonetheless. Onward. Well guys, yeehaw on a seesaw. I might not be mentally stable or financially stable, but I got a good heart, and I mean well. I hope you guys enjoyed this nonsense, whatever that was. Thanks for coming along for The Suffering. I think we're going to start a sequel to The Conjuring called The Suffering. Or that might already be a movie. I don't know. Story of my life. Anyway, embrace the suck. Get out there. Hey man, put yourself to the test. Fling it, wing it, but be smart about it. Maybe not so silly like me. Hey, do what makes you happy. It's all that matters. Anyway guys, get out there. Have a good old time. Make every day great exploring Earth. Thanks for coming along with the shenanigans. Hope you have a wonderful day. Bye-bye.